the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares Game Show Week, starring Bob Eubanks, Jim Lange, Martindale, Chuck Woolery, Charles Nelson Reilly, and Brett Summers, Jimmie Walker, Kathy Griffin, Mull, and this week's Center Square, Peter Marshall.
We got the best and most players from coast to coast, and I don't want to boast, it's Hollywood Squares.
I'm Rod Roddy, and now here's your host, Tom Bergeron.
Thank you, Rod. Welcome, everybody. We are having a fine time here, Game Show Week on Hollywood Squares, due in large part not only to the voice this week of Hollywood Squares, Rod Roddy, on loan from The Price is Right. But also, it's been a special treat to have as our center square this week, the original master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Tom.
And I will mention, I'm not going to tell you any more than this, you don't want to miss tomorrow's show because we're going to make a little Hollywood Squares history right here. Right, Peter?
I believe so.
Let's not tell them anything else.
I won't say a word.
All right. We do know that the object of this game is to, win. It's tic-tac-toe, after all. You have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. Our contestants, both new today. In the circle position, Diana Dale. Welcome, Diana. Good to see you here. And Mr. X's Captain George Pissant III. Captain, welcome.
How you
Good
doing?
to have you here. All right, first game is a $1,000 game. Who won the coin toss backstage?
I did.
All right, Captain, you kick it off.
Peter Marshall, please.
Peter Marshall. By the way, Peter's website is boysinger.com, and you can get an autographed copy of your CD, right?
No, my book
Oh, the book.
backstage. A lot of people wonder how they can get the autographed copy. Just go to boysinger.com. Costs no more than the store. That's all.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, who played the Farrah Fawcett role of Jill in the movie version of Charlie's Angels?
Ah, my favorite. The beautiful and talented Nathan Lane.
She takes a lot of hits.
Poor Nathan Lane. No, I think it was, I love her. Drew Barrymore.
I agree.
No, nobody, because the movie featured all new Angels characters. Trick question there. Circle gets that one. Diana.
Charles and Brett, please.
All right, Charles Nelson Reilly, Brett Summers from the Match Game every day on the Game Show Network. The city of New Delhi employs 100 people whose job is to control 40,000 of these roaming the streets. What are they?
Mules. I don't think so.
Well, try to agree and smile.
Oh, I agree. I disagree.
Cows. It's cows.
Oh, well, we were close.
Gets the square.
Kathy Griffin for the block, please.
Kathy Griffin on the celebrity edition of the Mull starting in January on ABC.
Oh, I can't
Kath,
wait.
happening each Christmas in Spain, El Gordo, or the Fat One, is the largest one in the world. The largest what?
Cheese log?
Okay, I'm going to say that it is the largest music festival.
I disagree.
No, the largest lottery gives away more than $1 billion in prizes. X gets the block. All right, Diana.
Chuck Woolery, please.
Chuck Woolery, host of Lingo, airs on the Game Show Net every day. Has a video of the basics of bass fishing.
For a minute.
All right, Chuck, true or false, you can quite effectively dry clean clothes yourself with only some Windex, dry oatmeal, and a dust buster.
Didn't Bill Clinton try that? I think that's true.
I agree.
It's false. Ah, no, you get it. X gets the square. All right, Captain.
Jim Lange, please.
Jim Lange. All right, Jim. Retailers lose money from theft every day, but who steals more, shoplifters or their employees?
You know, nowadays you got to watch the CEO.
Okay, all right.
Now we're talking comedy. But oddly enough, I think it's the employees who steal more than the customers.
I agree.
That is correct. Yes, they do. X gets that one. All right, Diana.
Jimmie Walker for the block, please.
Jimmie Walker's website is dynamite, JJ.com. Jimmie, in the old saying, when this comes in the door, love flies out the window, what is it that's coming in the door?
An angry husband. No, when boredom. When boredom in a marriage, you know, those people get very crazy. Boredom in a marriage.
I disagree.
Poverty
I'm
circle
already
gets
there.
a block there. All right,
Martin Mull for the block, please.
all right, Martin. The southern delicacy known as grits is made from ground up what?
Grits. It's a made-up word from two different words. I know the GR is from gray. The IT is from corn.
I agree.
It's from corn. Yeah, you got a block there. That's right. Diana.
Wink Martindale for the block,
All
please.
right, Wink Martindale, host of High Rollers and Tic Tac Go.
Good choice. We'll see.
Wink, dice are known as the devil's bones. What gambling device is known as the devil's plaything?
We dealt with a lot of these, and the answer is chips.
I disagree.
Cards. She's right. Circle. Gets the block. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Hollywood Squares, our game show week, right after this. Bob, I just want to thank you again for helping us out on Hollywood Squares. If there's ever anything I can do on The Price is Right to help you, please don't hesitate to ask.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Welcome back to the show. We're slugging through our first $1,000 game. We retired a 5-time champion yesterday, so we have 2 new contestants today. Give them a chance to say hi to you. Diana Dale, tell us about yourself.
I live in Denver, Colorado. I'm a freelance writer, and I'm also co-founder and co-director of Pack to School, a nonprofit organization that buys school supplies, stuffs them into backpacks, and gives them to children living in homeless shelters.
Very nice. Very nice, Diana. Good to have you here. Captain George Pissant III. Tell us about yourself, Captain.
I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a 10-year veteran of the world's greatest Air Force stationed in El Segundo, where I specialize in space acquisition.
In space acquisition? Actually purchase outer space for you?
No, we buy and build satellites.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Good enough. I believe it's your turn.
Bob Eubanks for the 5
All
square
right.
win.
Sounds good. Newlywed Game is on the Game Show Network.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, Bob.
You look nice in men's clothes.
Hey, he's the one who asked me to wear the nurse's outfit. Here you go, Bob. In the motto of the FBI, F stands for fidelity.
Yes.
B for bravery. What does I stand for?
Intelligence.
I disagree.
Integrity. X gets it in a 5-square win. All right. We're going to go into another $1,000 game. This one, though, has a secret square. To find out what's in the secret square stash, we go to Rod Roddy and the lovely Carol Merrill.
A prize by any other name isn't as sweet. It's a year's supply of roses. Each month, you will receive a beautiful bouquet of seasonal roses delivered to your home. And we hope that you'll enjoy them because you are going to the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl. And here is this year's Rose Queen, Alexandra Vucevic.
This New Year's Day, you and a guest will join me in Pasadena to celebrate children's dreams, wishes, and imagination at the 2003 Rose Parade and Rose Bowl game.
Plus, you'll enjoy 4 nights at the luxurious new renovated Park Hyatt Los Angeles. An exclusive package worth $7,376.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Carol. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Now you know. Captain, you won the first game. You start this one.
Peter Marshall, please.
Peter Marshall. All right. Peter, the presidential seal has 50 things that the vice presidential seal doesn't have. 50 what?
I think that would probably be malaprops. I would imagine 50 stars.
I agree.
50 stars. That's right.
All right,
That's it.
Captain.
Diana.
Martin Mull, please.
Martin Mull. All right, Martin. In the traditional song, "This land is your land, this land is my land," from California to where?
Boy, this takes me back to the 60s, the big folk music scare of the 60s. Well, that was close. That crap almost caught on. I believe that it was the New York Island.
I agree.
That's right. Yes. Circle gets that square. We're going to take a break. This secret square game will continue right after this. Stick around.
Drill number 2. These are my measurements. Biceps 22 inches, chest 57, waist 33, size 29. What do we have in common?
You get smaller as you go down, and then a little bigger.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Hey, welcome back to Hollywood Squares. You know, I was going to keep it a big secret, but I want to give you a day's notice so you don't miss tomorrow's show. When I first heard he was going to be here, I asked, he said yes. Tomorrow, Peter Marshall hosts Hollywood Squares once again. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a great day. Little Hollywood Squares history tomorrow. All right, back to our secret square game. Captain, it's your turn.
Jim Lange, please.
Jim Lange from the dating game. Jim, a new study concluded that the time Americans spend here costs us all $68 billion each year. Time spent where?
How about playing games on their computers at work?
Okay.
I agree.
No, in traffic. Just waiting in traffic, especially around L.A. Yeah. So Circle gets that one, Diana.
Bob Eubanks, please.
Bob Eubanks. All right, Bob. In Fortune magazine's recent 2002 list of the 40 richest people under 40, who's the only woman on the list?
Donald Trump's ex-wife, probably. But I think probably Britney Spears.
I disagree.
Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts. Circle gets the square there. George?
Charles and Brett for the block, please.
All right, for the block.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we are.
What classic TV show began every episode with a map burning up?
Our last 5 pilots.
Bonanza! I agree.
You're right, yes! X gets the block. Diana.
Kathy Griffin, please.
Kathy Griffin. Okay. All right, Kath. If Jupiter were the size of a golf ball, then Earth would be the size of a pea. What would be the size of a beach ball?
You know, I want to say Uranus because it's a funny comedy word, but I don't think it is Uranus. So I am going to go, or mine, ba-dum-bump. Thank you. I am going to say Saturn.
I disagree.
The sun, actually. Circle gets that one. All right, Captain.
Jimmie Walker for the block.
Oh, secret square. Jimmie Walker for the Rose Bowl trip and the year's supply of roses.
I was just carrying a package for my friend.
Now, we're going to get a little help with our secret square question from Let's Make a Deal's Master of Ceremonies, Monty Hall.
Do you know what a lemon reamer is? Neither do I, but I'll give you $50 for it if you have it. No, a squeezer, an orange juice squeezer. No, you don't have that. A cactus plant, a baby cactus. You got that? I knew she'd have a cactus plant. Why wouldn't she have a cactus plant? Yeah, no, thank you. You just keep it to yourself. I'll give you the money, and you can keep that over there. And I've got a deal for you. The secret square prize is all yours if you can identify this picture. This is a scene from which Gene Kelly musical? Can, An American in Paris, or Singing in the Rain?
Can.
I agree.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Better luck next time.
It's Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain. So can't give you that one, Diana. You have to earn it yourself.
Jimmie Walker for the win, please.
And a tie game. Jimmie, in Samuel Beckett's play, Vladimir and Estragon are waiting for a person who never comes. Who are they waiting for?
TV cable guy. Ulysses.
I disagree.
Who are they waiting for?
Godot.
You're right.
Waiting for
Godot gets the square and the win. We have a tie game. Okay, here's the drill. When each of our contestants has won one game, whoever has won the most squares in gameplay gets to control the tiebreaker question. We turn to Skippy Trebek, Alex's long-lost half-brother, for that count. Skippy?
That would be Diana.
All right, Diana, you get to control the bonus question. You want to take it or pass it off to the captain?
I
here?
will take it.
All right, pick a star.
Martin Mull, please.
Martin, this is for the championship. True or false? When she was First Lady, Barbara Bush played one of Murphy Brown's many secretaries.
Well, now the game is in the balance here, and it's just absurd enough that it's probably true. So I am going to say that it's true.
I agree.
She was secretary number 22. That's right, it's true. Circle gets the square. Captain George Toussaint III. We're going to give you $1,000 and our thanks for being here on Hollywood Square. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, stars.
But Diana, by virtue of an extra $500, you're our new champion. Congratulations. You're welcome very much. Ready to play for a car?
Oh, yes.
All right, Diana takes a shot at the bonus round and a new car when we come right back. Stick around. Bonus round, new champion. Diana's here. She won $1,500 in the front game, and you know how this drill works, right, Diana? First, you look over here. We've got 9 keys, and Roddy will tell you what one of them will start. Rod?
If you happen to like the sun and fresh air, it's a luxurious Chrysler Sebring convertible. For individuals who love the open air, beautiful and functional with a spacious trunk for weekend getaways from Berge Motor Car Company, worth $29,200.
Very nice. And you know, if you win the car, Carol Merrill will actually come to your garage and do that all the time.
Wonderful.
All the time. All right, now up to now we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. You pick a square, I'll read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds for every square you've won, we take away one of the bad keys. The more squares you win, the better your chance of starting the car. Diana,
okay.
We'll put 30 seconds on the clock. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Kathy Griffin.
She's the new spokeswoman for Clairol.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Wink Martindale.
Wink was given his first job in radio by his Sunday school teacher.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Martin Mull.
Martin published the book Painting, Drawing, and Words.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Bob Eubanks.
Bob owned a chain of nightclubs called Cinnamon Cinder.
I disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Peter Marshall.
Peter was the star of a Swedish mystery movie.
I disagree.
Right. Next.
Jim Lange.
Jim's autobiography is called A Great Big Kiss.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Jimmy Walker.
Jimmie's named after New York Mayor James Walker.
I agree.
Wrong. Next. All right, that's it for 30 seconds. Let's go count some keys here, Diana. Hello, Carol. How are you? All right, Diana, you got 3 right in the course of those 30 seconds, so let's take away 3 of the bad keys. 1 of those 6. We'll start that car. Good luck.
Never had a brand new car.
All right. Never had a brand new car, huh? You do now! She got a new car! Your first day winnings is champion $30,700. If you get back out here tomorrow, you'll be playing for $25,000 in cash. I'm John Berger. I'll tell you, don't miss tomorrow's show because Peter Marshall returns as host of Hollywood Squares. See you then.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
I can't believe she won a car. I've heard that on game shows for years. I never saw anybody really win one. That's terrific.
Never had a brand new car.
All right.
Did you notice it was almost prophecy? She said, I've never had a new car.
My husband will be so proud.